Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2 Bandit Thieves. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in the last episode we made the final preparations that we were going to need in order to save our good pink hippo friend, Murray, not Bentley, from almost certain brainwashing, and we're going to try to do, oh wait, we need to be Bentley first, sorry. So we're going to do that in this episode, which will be the conclusion to episode 4. So let's get to it.
Okay, Sly, I'm heading out for the tank.
Oh man, stupid wire on my PS2 controller. It keeps on wrapping up around my finger. It's like it wants to hug me or something like that. I do not like the PS2 controller that much, so it needs to calm down. All right, so first I think we want to take, I guess we want to take these guys out first. I think that would be probably our best course of action. Before trying to hop into the tank, I think they'll notice us. Something I'm not quite sure of, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Bentley actually has less health than his counterparts. I mean, that could be wrong. They could take the same exact amount of hits to kill, but I don't know. I would just imagine that Bentley probably has less health, but I don't know. We'll see.
I'm inside the tank, increasing the ride height on the treads. There, that should give you enough room.
Alright, so Sly being out in the field is pretty close. He's not too far away, and that's good because I didn't want to have to trek all that far. But let's...
I can't see you down there, so try to keep up and stay out of sight.
Okay, Bentley. So this is I think this is the definition of sneaky, if you ask me. This is completely going incognito. No one can see us. You know, even though there's spotlights right on this tank, we are just completely fooling them. It's awesome. I just love Sly 2. I feel like such a ninja the whole time I play this game. It's just grand.
Let's see if they fall for it.
And they did fall for it. Suckers. Oh. Yes. Wonderful. Wunderbar. So we're getting ever so close.
You'd better get out from underneath the tank before I let loose with the turret. Okay, you're all clear. Head inside and I'll be right behind you.
Okay. So now we're taking the fight right to them, going straight inside the prison. And the prison actually is a pretty fun platforming area, if you ask me.
I'm having some trouble sabotaging the tank. Go on ahead, I'll catch up.
Alright, I'll hold you to your word, Bentley. I trust Bentley, though. I have no fears that Bentley will be right behind us as soon as possible.
Okay, Bentley, what's next?
Well, that should be the guard's control center. But to be honest, I'm not sure how you're going to get up there.
Don't worry about it. Thinking of my feet is what I do best.
Most of the security went down when we cut the power on the bridge, but a few lights seem to have a backup generator. Be careful.
Will do, Bentley. Will do. Oh, watch out for the spikes, though. I like to use... I really like that, like, slow little, not like slow thing, but that, what is it called? I'm trying to think of it. Here, actually, I think I can tell you. Oh, the stealth slide. I actually really like the stealth slide. I mean, I've used it, like, limited times in past playthroughs, but I've been using it a lot recently, and it's actually really, really nice, because it allows you to keep your speed up while still staying incognito, which is, you know, the biggest part of being, you know, stealthy and all that. So I really enjoy this stealth slide quite a bit. But there's a lot of these guys. I guess these guys are technically like fugitives themselves. Like they're not necessarily the the cream of the crop good guys. So that's why, like, they don't notice. And I guess it takes quite a bit to get thrown into solitary, so these vultures don't think any of it, anything of it, when you start fighting them. So let's go back over. You're gonna fall down a few times. I mean, if you're really careful, maybe you won't fall down at all, but I always tend to fall down a few times at least. But that's a-okay. We're not looking for perfection here, or not complete perfection. But Murray is not exactly going to be the easiest guy to sneak out, though. Oh, well, what was that? What was that? I was thinking about it, and, like, if you were to think about this realistically, sneaking a big pink hippo... I mean, sneaking a big hippo himself out would be a task in and of itself, but a giant, pink, clumsy, lumbering hippo, that's even harder. But I was looking at the comments in the last video, and it seems as though Murray has a lot of fans, and Bentley actually has a lot of fans too. It seems like out of the 3 characters, Sly is actually the least popular among you guys, which actually took me by surprise, because I was not expecting Sly to get as little support as he did. Not to say that it's a bad thing, because Bentley and Murray are wonderful characters, but yeah, that just took me by surprise. Usually the main character of the series gets majority of the love. You know, I know side characters always have that special place in people's hearts, but I don't know, just very, very interesting to me. I'm glad I asked the question. I was very interested to see, you know, what you guys thought of. I myself am a Sly fan. He's my favorite, and there were some Sly. There's some pro Sly people, but just not as many as I thought that there were gonna be. But I guess that's the interesting thing about, you know, YouTube. All the different people. And all their different opinions. Alright, let's pickpocket this vulture guy. Get one last gold medal for the road. And then take him out. Because we don't need to be dealing with any fresh vultures, you know, catching us while we're on here, shooting us off the cliffs and stuff. That's not something we need to deal with. Alright, so let's follow this. Alright, wait, am I going up? No, I'm not going up. I'm going down. Or I think I'm... Oh, no. I'm going up so I can jump over and Ninja Spire jump onto here. That's what we're doing. And can I get up here? Yes. This is what they wanted me to do. Watch out for the spiders, though. You don't want to get knocked down when after you get all the way up here. That would just be tragic. But thankfully, we had little to no problem. I mean, I screwed up a few times on my platforming, but not so bad to get up here. Not so bad at all. Alright, do we want to go this way first? No, we don't, because we want to go and get the lights. What am I doing? Alright, so slowly. And then we're gonna take him out, because I don't know. I'm a kind of take no prisoners type of attitude when I play.
Okay, I'm running your algorithmic code decryptor. You see anything happening down there?
Success! We've got access to solitary confinement.
Hot stuff. I'm heading down.
Awesome. What did I just say, though? I just said something that I wanted to elaborate on, but I just completely forgot. Oh, well, I guess it wasn't that important then. But, ow. Ooh. That was not pleasant. Ooh, either was that. Man, I really wish I would have remembered what I just said.
Oh, that looks bad. I've never seen Murray like this.
He's all twitchy and bug-eyed.
You said Murray was being forced to eat spice, right?
Yeah, he said he was feeling weird.
Well, he's weirded out all right. I doubt he even knows we're here. Clearly, we're going to have to lure him out of that cell the hard way.
The hard way?
Those hypno boxes are designed to heighten the effects of spice, and he's already in an agitated state. So if we turn them all on at the same time, Murray's sure to become wildly hostile and probably break down the door.
How do we turn on the hypno boxes?
The power switches are all defended by laser barriers. When you get close, I'll hack the laser system from my terminal down here. That should give you access.
Let's do it. Anything to help out old Murray. He's looking really bad.
So I'm just going to assume that Bentley picked up a lot of this information on the spice and the hypno boxes and all that stuff in his hours of resources, or, you know, research with all of his resources, and he probably learned a bit about the whole process from, you know, Razan's blueprints. But I mean, that's where I'm saying he knows this from, because that's the only thing that really truly makes sense to me. But, watch out for these red things. They will hurt just like any other red laser would hurt. I don't think I really need to say that. That kind of goes without saying. But make yourself scarce, light on your toes, and get over here and be prepared to do some hacking.
Okay, I'm hacking the laser barrier.
Bentley's so boss, he only uses one hand when he hacks. You wish you could be as boss as Bentley, hacking with one hand and such. But it's taken Bentley years of hacking practice to get that good. We've been through, the whole hacking process before. You know, I've kind of said my piece on it and kind of what I think and like some tips and stuff like that. For this one, you actually have to do it in order so that you can unlock, because by unlocking those two side gates, you unlock the middle one, and that's going to turn off your thing. But what I like to do is I like to sit over here in the corner, and by the time these guys run over, they're going to wind up, well, usually they wind up running just straight into your little beams, and then you're good. That's my favorite strategy when it comes to hacking, is just making sure that, you know, I can hit the barriers, and at the same time, they'll kill themselves if they try to come after me.
Flip the switch to turn on the hypno box.
What's that sound? Angry. Get gone.
Wow. I feel bad for Murray, I really do. Especially considering he's most of you guys' favorite character, or well, Bentley maybe a little bit more, but he's a lot of your favorite characters, so this must be torture to watch.
I'll take care of the laser wall.
But this is evil. This is like the definition of evil. I made little allusions to it all the time about, you know, Contessa being terrible, and then it was confirmed, especially once we got into you know, this particular chapter. But, you know, this is just mean and cruel. Murray's such an innocent guy, you know. He may not be the most useful or the most smart, but I would never wish this upon Murray. You know, he doesn't deserve this. And he's, of the three, you know, being the least intellectually advanced, you know, his will is probably also pretty weak. So, you know, all those taken into account, I just feel terrible for Murray. Murray's honestly, like, probably one of my favorite, like, strong characters in, like, any video game. Like, you always have that strong, you know, that strong guy, you know, that you could play as. And, or even those, like, strong bad guys. But, like, Murray, you know, honestly one of my favorites. I love the big pink goofball. I'd also advise doing this hacking mission quick, because if you're anything like me, you're gonna go insane from listening to the same loop over and over again. It's so bad. Like, they should have come up with, like, at least a, I mean, it's not even like a 4 or 5 second loop. It's literally like a 2-second loop of the same noises.
All clear.
Pretty, it gets pretty irritating, I have to say.
Short and stout. Tip me over and I'll smash up everything. Ah!
Okay, Murray. Thank you for that lovely serenading song. Alright, so We just turned on 2 of the hypno boxes. I do believe that there's one more over there, though, that we might have to turn on. Because I don't think all the hypno boxes are on yet, so we're not going to get the desired effect. But, I mean, if you're feeding an entire, you know, city, or, you know, if you're feeding an entire city all this spice, like, you know, Dimitri was in Paris, and then you know, find a way to multiply it, you know, over the entire city, and you get these crazed lunatics who need their fix of the spice, you're pretty much going to have complete control over, you know, the entire city that you decided to go over. And I guess that's, you know, putting things together, you know, piece by piece. I guess that's kind of what the Clockwork, or not the Clockwork, but, I guess that's kind of what the Claw Gang is going for. Although it seems odd, because, you know, although it increases all of their riches, you know, why in the world would Dimitri really care? I mean, Dimitri wants money, so Dimitri, if he has control, he has money. But really, I mean, he had the Clockwork Wings. So alone, why did he need to partake in the Spice Organization in the first place? You know, shouldn't he have just gotten the Clockwork Wings and been, you know, content and satisfied? And then even with, you know, Rajan, I mean, Rajan gets a lot of his riches from producing the spice, but what does Rajan actually benefit from by, you know, doing all this spice making? I mean, he gets money because he sells it, I'm assuming, to either Jean Bazin, because, you know, we talked about, you know, we remember overhearing them talk about, you know, I remember in episode 2, Rajan, you know, kind of made a little, a snarky comment talking about, you know, Rajan producing spice for him. So I guess he sells it to Rajan, I mean, to Jean Bazin, but I don't understand what a frozen Canadian, you know, bison does with all this spice. And I really don't know anything about arpeggio, so
There you go.
it's kind of confusing. That's the one plot point that really hasn't been explained too much. What is the purpose of spice? Why?
Heads up, Sly. The hypno boxes are too strong for you to destroy with your cane. Try using Murray's attacks to take them out. When they're all offline, Murray should be jolted out of his spice range. Watch out!
Alright, so you heard Mr. Bentley, always with a plan. He knows exactly what we need to do to get Murray back to the normal way that he, you know, should always be in. So what you want to do is you just want to simply walk behind the hypno boxes, and Murray's eventually going to crash through. It's actually really scary, because you sometimes don't, because of the camera, you don't exactly know where Murray is. But watch out, don't get hit by Murray, because it hurts. It's not something that you want to get, you know, smashed by. But it's pretty easy to destroy these 4 things.
My head. Who? What? Is this heaven?
Sorry, pal. You're no angel.
Just take a few deep breaths and try to center your thoughts.
Okay.
What's with all the racket? My conscious mind is a wreck. I ought to... The weak-minded hippo is free! And he's got friends! Perhaps it's time to reevaluate some life choices.
I'm serious. I managed to keep this half of the Clockwork Heart safe. It was hard to hide from the Contessa! She's getting away!
Murray, lift those crank bars so we can chase after her.
I'm on it.
So maybe I didn't give Murray as much credit as I wanted to, because he was able to at least hold on long enough where he didn't give up the Clockwork Heart, which I think is the most important thing over anything else. So, you know, credit to Murray. I underestimated his mind. He just seems a little inferior to the others, and I figured he would have cracked, or at least, you know, gotten the Clockwork Heart stolen. But that just proves Contessa isn't a very good warden. She's smart and she has a good plan, but she doesn't execute it as well as she needs to.
You lousy, no good head shrinker.
Oh, come now, Murray. We were making such progress during our sessions.
The only mental help that I need is to never be reminded of you again.
Such displaced hostility. If you insist on getting angry, why not be psychologically productive and channel it at your so-called friends?
I'm done talking with my mouth. Now I talk with my fists.
Sorry, but our time is up.
Alright, so now we have a bit of a boss fight in which we're going to basically chase down the Contessa, and we want to make sure that we destroy those people so that they get out of our way. They're going to try to, I guess, just explode, and they actually will do a bit of damage to you, so it might be advised to destroy them, but if you can move fast enough, then it's not, you know, it's not such a problem in the first place. Just don't let it explode. You might also want to use your Fists of Fury. That might actually speed the process up a little bit. But the main goal is to try to get the Contessa to run away.
Ah! She's getting away!
Don't worry, pal. We'll find her. With the three of us back together, she doesn't stand a chance.
Isn't that the truth?
It was great. The gang had been reunited and it was all because of me. Even the van ride out of town was like a party. Murray had to pull over twice because he was laughing so hard. But despite all the jokes, I think something had changed. Since childhood, the three of us had never been apart, and our recent isolation gave us all pause for thought. Needless to say, we took a few weeks off before getting back to work. And for the first time in my life, Murray let me drive.
Well, that's just adorable. But thus concludes episode number 4. And we have the entire gang back, and Bentley was able to do his duty as a friend and also as a member of the Sly Gang. And we still have one half of the Clockwork Heart, and things are just swell. But that does it for episode 4, like I said. If you're wondering about the clue bottles, I know I've said it before, but I'm gonna just try to put them in their own video. I will have them all recorded, and I will, you know, be showing them. So don't fret over that. I'm still unsure of how I'm gonna do that. But in the next episode, we will be tackling episode 5, which is quite the interesting chapter. And as you can see, we're gonna be dealing a little bit with Constable Nayla, so we'll see what that leads to. So, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4 and this particular part. And I'm Paper Mario Guy of the KoopaNinjaBros, and I'll see you guys on.